Hi everyone, my name is Ridley Moore and welcome once again to our video blog Death by Glamour. Today I'm going to be answering a few questions, so let's bring it in. Cool72 asks, in your opinion, what are the worst fashion of recent times? Uh, in the recent times, the fashions are going so wild. We're having a little bit of everything nowadays. But if I have to tell you what the worst fashion of this moment are, I will point with disgust to those worn out jeans or anything that looks like scrapped. I don't understand why the people love to wear those things, and I'm not saying wear those. It's just a little blunder because I found them like a fashion very embarrassing, I could say, and stupid ways of money like buying those NFTs nowadays. I I mean, uh, why do I will buy something that is broken without offense, but you will look like a homeless person? Alphys asked, which was the most uncomfortable or harmful fashion in history? This question is very interesting. I would attack the 216 hipster style of dress, but I found more uncomfortable and old-fashioned the women and some men, a really tiny percentage of men were used to wear like jeans, and it's still used, but to be very provocative and very even erotic, and not is very useful to wear for hanging out with friends. I'm talking about tight leather garments. I understand that these clothes are very comfortable and very hot in the literal way of the expression, and it could be the reason of some infections in the female genital area, if I'm not wrong. So I will say that is this one. Metabot says, how long does it take on average for a fashion to be reci- ah, I'm sorry, recycled? And why does some fashion keep coming back? It it's about time. I can tell you when something is about to come back or not, and be a fashion again or not. But if I have to put a rank of years, I can say that maybe it's between, I don't know, 30 or 40 years to something. Be considered like retro or vintage and return like fashion. On these days, taking this topic, on these days, I love to see that the 80s, 90s ways of dress are back again with some modern styles and extravagant combinations. We have so amazing artworks, and I just love this. Moonlit asked, what was the biggest moment of change in fashion history? Well, I will say, yeah, I think that when gender roles were removed from clothing, you know what I'm talking about. When women started wearing blue jeans and shirts and t-shirts when they say it's over. When they say it's over, I don't want to wear a dress for the rest of my life. That is the point when the whole fashion industry changed and started to be and work like an art without rules. And finally, but not less important, Wintermoon asked what were the weirdest fashions in history. Well, taking back what I have said a few moments ago, I can tell you, I I can't tell you if something is weird or not because the art is, well, let's talk about the art of fashion. Is a very complex term. I found, in my opinion, I found beautiful and elegant those old timey beard masks from the Black Jet, and other ones will tell me they look terrifying, but I love those masks. Maybe the fashion nowadays is very peculiar, and I'm not referring to the pandemic face mask with those designs, and no, I'm not saying that. I'm I'm referring to all this new generation of, yeah, all this new generation of fashion. You know, without those wild dresses that are very extravagant, erotic, even 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 rebellious, with all these shapes and colors. I can remember seeing an image and say, "Oh God, this one looks like Dioxys from Pokemon." But but that is cool. Well, considering that I found cosplay like a very incredible hobby, but I I can't answer this question like that. Well, those were all the questions for today. But let's put this all let's put this all this critic stuff apart and start talking about the news on the industry. Well, it's not very new, but you know what I'm. Well, and I want to tell you, to tell all of you about two great inventions that have revolutionized the fashion industry. One, I think that you will have seen this image before, but well, one is a machine and the other is an invention that all all the old school people will look and say, did they really do it in the real life? But let's start talking of the 3D printer. A really great invent that helps a lot, and I'm saying a lot, in the creation of so many things for such different uses. A 3D printer is a device capable of reproducing, obviously, three-dimensional solid object by adding material whose design is done on a computer. You understand this? Design is done on a computer? Well, the process consists of adding material by layer layer by layer and from the bottom up. Therefore, pieces of garment or sets such as earrings, pendants, glasses, even flip flops. I'm saying even flip flops can be made with this machine and with such a crazy and personalized designs. This freedom. Wow, I got to know 3D printing thanks to the well to the creation of props for cosplay, and I only find this creation something amazing, and I could almost say almighty. Anyway, on the other hand, I want to talk you. I want to talk about this. The damn shows from Back to the Future. I have no words. The sneakers adapt to the food at every moment of the day and lace up by themselves thanks to sensors and an application that allow the pressure of the show to be increased or reduced. This is literally the next step on the way of the future. But, well, that was all the time I had with you people. Stay tuned, have a nice day and week, and remember, I'm Ripley Moore, and don't think that your outfit has no cure, except if you're wearing those ugly worn out jeans. You have no salvation. See you next time.